The story starts on Isla Nublar, a little island 120 miles off the bank of Costa Rica. A huge gathering of development laborers and creature controllers offload an enormous holder, the animal inside inconspicuous. During the cycle, the creature endeavors to get away, a demonstration which prompts a mass frenzy, and the demise of one of the specialists. The story bounces forward to a golden mine in the Dominican Republic, where we discover that diggers extricating golden are engaged with a hereditary designing organization called InGen. We additionally discover that the passing of the specialist. At a paleontological unearthing in Montana we are acquainted with Dr. Alan Grant and his partner Ellie Sattler, as they gradually reveal the fossilized remaining parts of a velociraptor, maybe nature's most deadly and shrewd hunter to date, a delightful example developed to kill. A piece of Grant's exploration tries different things with another radiological gadget that shoots a test into the soil which skips a picture of a revealed raptor skeleton back to a PC screen. Grant is reluctant about the new innovation, however appears to be captivated with the picture it produces without digging. He is likewise a devotee of a long-held hypothesis among scientists that dinosaurs developed more from birds than reptiles. One of his partners has brought along his child, who laughs at the picture on the screen, disinterested with the way that it seems to be a dead turkey. Grant recounts how velociraptors would chase their prey with quick planned assaults. The kid is alarmed when Grant makes sense of that after their prey is cut down, velociraptors would frequently eat their prey alive. The dig is stopped by the abrupt appearance of Grant and Sattler's primary support, the older and erratic very rich person, John Hammond. He welcomes them over to underwrite his most recent venture, a far-off island resort, where he guarantees that their one-of-a-kind organic attractions are ensured to drive youngsters out their psyches. Alan and Ellie are hesitant to leave their dig, however Hammond captivates them by proposing to subsidize their labor for 3 additional years. Grant and Sattler are joined by 2 different characters, the similarly offbeat disorder scholar Dr. Ian Malcolm, and the legal advisor, Donald Gennaro, who addresses Hammond's financial backers. As they show up by helicopter, they are blessed to receive a one-of-a-kind exhibition of no-nonsense dinosaurs. Simply seeing these strong monsters, a transcending brachiosaurus joined by a group of Parasaurolophus, is sufficient to amaze the paralyzed guests, save for Gennaro's impromptu remark, "We will make a fortune off this place." Afterward, as they show up at the island's focal hotel and control office, the guests are given a short visit through the cycle that made the creatures. InGen has prevailed with regards to cloning creatures from straightforward strands of DNA rescued from mosquitoes that benefited from dinosaur blood, and were saved for a long period of time inside fossilized golden. The gathering is shown the egg hatching room, with perfect timing to observe the introduction of a child velociraptor, a sight that profoundly upsets Grant. He requests to see where the grown-ups are housed. A cow is brought down into the pit, just to be stripped clean inside minutes. The guests, and the crowd, is saved the grisly sight of the savagery by a thick covering of wilderness foliage. The gathering plans to encounter the amusement park's focal fascination, where guests set out on a safari-like visit through the recreation area, on extraordinary electric portage wayfarers. Grant, Sattler, Malcolm and Gennaro are joined by Hammond's 2 grandkids, Lex and her younger sibling Tim. As the gathering takes off, Hammond sinks into the fundamental control room where his 2 PC specialists, Arnold and Nedry, deal with the complicated foundation of the recreation area. The visit is generally unastounding. The Tyrannosaurus rex and Dilophosaurus, 2 very risky carnivores, decline to uncover themselves to the energetic travelers. A wiped-out Triceratops is likewise experienced, kept an eye on by the recreation area veterinarians, whom Sattler passes on the gathering to assist with. An oncoming hurricane powers the visit to be stopped, as the greater part of the staff leave by transport for the central area. Meanwhile, we get familiar with the real nature of Nedry. He has been employed to take dinosaur undeveloped organisms for InGen's adversary organization, Biosyn. To take the incipient organisms, he closes down security frameworks all through the recreation area, yet this likewise makes the visit's electric vehicle stall, and the electric walls shut down, consequently letting the dinosaurs out of control. In the film's most exciting succession, a T-Rex gets away from its nook and continues to wreck the visit vehicles. Gennaro is eaten, Malcolm is basically harmed, yet Grant figures out how to escape with the unnerved youngsters. Meanwhile, a lost and befuddled Nedry, attempting to surrender the taken undeveloped organisms to his contact, experiences a toxin-spitting Dilophosaurus, and equity is managed. Sattler and the recreation area superintendent Muldoon show up in a jeep at the site of the T-Rex assault to find the harmed Malcolm and the remaining parts of Gennaro, however every other person has vanished. The T-Rex gets back to give pursuit to the jeep not too far off in an astonishing vehicle pursuit of an activity arrangement, yet the people at last figure out how to get away. Grant and the children go through the late evening shielding up a tree, and wake up to find a Brachiosaurus brushing close by. Lex is at first scared, yet Grant consoles her, and the crowd, that brachiosaurs are serene herbivores, and that dinosaurs aren't beasts, they're simply creatures. Yet again we are offered the chance to see the value and the excellence and grandness of these heavenly animals. With Malcolm harmed park framework still disconnected, Arnold is compelled to make an extraordinary move and reset the framework, a demonstration that has the unseen side effects of liberating the horrible velociraptors from their nook. Arnold, Muldoon and Sattler endeavor to re-establish power, just to have Arnold and Muldoon outfoxed and killed by the craftiness animals. Just Sattler figures out how to barely try not to wind up dead. Subsequent to seeing a rush of ostrich-like dinosaurs known as Gallimimus, Grant and the children return to the Fundamental Hotel, perplexing, just to think that it is deserted. Grant leaves the children in the Fundamental feasting region, and attempts to look for different survivors. Meanwhile, Lex and Tim are cornered by a couple of raptors inside the Fundamental kitchen. In quite possibly of the most alarming scene in the whole film, the raptors tail through the dim kitchen, looking for the children. Ultimately, Lex and Tim figure out how to draw one of the raptors into the cooler and lock it in, yet the other raptor drives them out of the kitchen. Getting together in the control room, Grant, Sattler, and the children endeavor to re-establish power in correspondences to the recreation area, yet are caught in by a similar raptor. At the last possible second, the security frameworks and telephone lines are brought back on the web. The raptors figure out how to break into the control room and gives pursuit to our legends all through the whole structure. In the end, our legends are cornered by the last two raptors inside the Fundamental chamber. Similarly, as all hope is lost, the T-Rex come crashing in and assaults the raptors, purchasing sufficient time for the little gathering of people to get away. As the people empty the island by helicopter, the T-Rex gives a last triumph thunder behind a falling standard, declaring, "When dinosaurs ruled the earth." The consummation scene is very strong and epic, and impeccably encapsulates the film in depicting dinosaurs as probably the most radiant animals to at any point walk the earth. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button to help out the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss a video. Thanks for watching.